Oh, what a racket. Today, we're giving this van a new lease of life. We've not given her very much love. Well, why is that, you might ask? And the reason is because of this cat. Okay, I'm just kidding. The reason is because we've got better things to do. It's a van, who cares? However, turns out the MOT guy cares, because we've got a big old list of advisories to fix. Chassis corroded, engine corroded, wheel corroded, tyre corroded, gear stick corroded, van lacking roof spoiler, van lacking tune, van lacking gearbox oil, van lacking engine oil, van lacking engine coolant, van lacking engine. Vehicle body has bullet holes, rear of vehicle body is exploded, front of vehicle is exploded, right side vehicle lacking atoms, left side vehicle lacking molecules. So the wheel arch liner clips are out. Okay, maybe they're not all out. Okay then, so we've got the under trays off here and obviously both arch liners out. We've got really good access underneath the van now. As you can see, we are sort of slightly losing light, so I'm not going to bother showing you under there at the minute because it's just going to be dark. So what I'm going to do for the time being, while we still got a little bit of light, is basically pressure wash the underside of the van and try to get it as clean as I can so that tomorrow we've got a dry place to start from. Well, it's the next day and we have been absolutely blessed with the weather on this lovely autumnal, I was going to say morning, but it's pretty much afternoon now because I've been waiting for the rain to stop. Looks like that's not going to happen. I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like weather forecasts always say that it's going to be like okay in like 2 hours time. And then you check in 2 hours time and it's still raining and it says it's going to be another 2 hours. So I've just decided to come out and start doing some work anyway, even though it's raining. We have got the usual oil service to do though, so I'm going to do that now. That's something that we can do quite easily in the rain. So I'm just going to leave the engine running for a couple of minutes just to get that oil warm. Something that I did do yesterday just before I left off actually was put some engine flush in the engine. And I ran the engine for probably half an hour or so. So you run it for 10 or 15 minutes to get the thing warm, and then run it for 10 or 15 minutes to actually, you know, let the engine flush do its job. The drain plug is just on that left hand side, and then the oil filter is just up in the engine bay. Right then, so we're ready to drain the oil out. Just this plug here, like I said, it's a 3/8 inch ratchet, and this does come absolutely pouring out. I know that from experience.
When you're loving me, it goes like
So while that's draining, we'll take out the oil filter, which is obviously just done from the top here.
It goes like it goes like I never thought I'd find it. A love that feels so perfect. I can't even word it. Yeah, you make me lift up from the ground. I believe that we are more. All the world is looking for. Show them all we got it. Never look back, never let go. I don't need to look no further. You are the one, I'm certain. Only one that I
All of the oil's drained out now. We can just put this sump plug back in. Couldn't be much easier than that. So now we've just got to go and fill up from the top. Okay then, so I've got the oil here. I've actually got 5 litres and I have just checked online and it says that it takes 6.2. I can't remember getting more than a 5 litre bottle, but I do always make sure that it's topped off and full, so I guess we'll see how far this 5 litre gets us, and if we need another litre then that's not a problem. So I think this is the minimum here, and I think this is the maximum, so we are, you know, 60% from the maximum really. The van is fine to run around like this for now, short term. I think long term I definitely would want to top that up. So that means that I don't need to go out today to get another bottle of oil, but I will obviously get one as I stop by somewhere that sells it, and then I will just add that extra, you know, 1 litre, and I'm pretty confident then that 6 litres will pretty much take us up to that top line. So that's pretty much it for the oil service. That was really easy. The rain made it a little bit tricky, but it is what it is. Right then, well, it is indeed a couple of hours later, and thankfully the rain has stopped temporarily. The underside is mostly dry now then. I'm happy just to basically go ahead with this. I've got these two products that I just want to very briefly talk about. So we've got the two XCP products here. This first one is called Rust Blocker Clear Coat. The second one is just called Rust Blocker. This one I actually did by myself, but XCP did send me out a couple of bits, so a couple of tins of this sort of stuff, and a few other bits as well, so thank you very much to that if you're watching XCP. So this is the other thing that I've got then. This is the flexible extension lance, and it basically allows you to get into all those tight places that you can't get just with the can alone. When I did use this before, I haven't had this, so I'm going to be trying this for the first time. So the reason why we're doing this job really is because we did get the first MOT advisory for corrosion, which was just on the springs. Now you can see that's not actually too bad really. Shocks also have a little bit of corrosion on, but you can just sort of see everywhere, like there is basically corrosion everywhere. At the minute it is just surface rust, which is kind of what you'd expect for the age of the van really. However, obviously we want to prevent it from getting worse if we can. Here's a look under the van, so you can see the brace which the van is actually sitting on is pretty corroded. Just looking to the left here, we've got the actual subframe, which again just has surface rust. So now's probably a good time to start protecting it to prevent that from getting any worse. We have this brace, or bracket rather, which supports all of the radiators. Now this is probably the most corroded thing, I'd say. Okay then, so it's probably about 10 minutes since I did the last clip. I've got this empty tin, and then I have also finished this one off now. Keep in mind then, I've used probably one tin and then probably 20% of this other tin. I've done pretty much all of the front subframe and, you know, everywhere that I can see, including the sort of red pack at the front, including you know, as much as I can get of the chassis legs at the front as well. All of the wheel arches, or obviously all of the struts. So all in all, probably the front 40% of the vehicle is done. Not too bad really, so it's not really too expensive to do, you know, providing that does provide at least sort of a year or two's protection. I think that's pretty good value really. Okay then, so now that we've got all of that done, we can start to reassemble all of this with the under trays, the wheel arch liners, etc. So I'll probably just stick it on a time lapse and we'll crack on with that. Well, that's all for this video. So we've done a quick service and then we've obviously done the rust protection underneath. It's probably been about 5 or 6 hours of work. That's as much as I could do over the weekend really with the weather. There's still plenty more to come on the van. You've seen the list of advisories on the MOT, and then in addition to that there's still more that we need to do in terms of preventative maintenance. We've got things like timing belts, water pumps, all that sort of stuff. That's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and keep an eye on the channel because there'll be more on the van coming up.
Don't wanna second guess, show me that you care. You could tear my heart.